Hi and welcome to People's Ford in Liverpool. I am Sian Gabidon. We are live on Facebook, and over the course of the next 20 minutes I'm very excited to introduce you guys to what is a once in a generation of a moment for an icon of the Ford brand. It's the Ford Mustang. Now, for the first time in 55 years, Ford have expanded on their original Mustang lineup. They've taken all of those ingredients from the original Mustang, from progress, freedom, that hint of rebellion, and they've brought to you the all-new Mustang Mach-E. Fully intelligent, fully electric, bursting with features and technologies, and of course still giving that exhilarating Mustang drive. And as you can see, it really is a fantastic looking car. Now, I'm not here on my own today at People's Ford. I have Charles here. Hi, Charles.
How are you doing? You okay?
I'm very well. How are you? It's lovely and sunny today.
Yeah, it's very sunny.
Now, this is a huge moment for the team at Ford. So how excited are you to show this car to your customers?
Yeah, everyone here at People's Ford is really excited about the Mach-E. We've got a lot of interest about it. A lot of people have been ringing in, wanting specifications of things, and I personally love it. I think it's great. It's full of technology. It's just really exciting.
It is, and to see it in the flesh, it really is very impressive. Now, this car really is the pinnacle of the all-electric vehicle range from Ford. So that's some of the key things that we've seen from the car from the exterior. Now, if you are a Ford fan and you're interested in electric cars, there's probably never been a better time to consider going all electric. I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah, it's really excited. Ford are really pushing electric at the minute. So we've got the Cougar, so we've got the mild hybrid at People's Ford, and we've got the plug-in hybrid at People's Ford. Obviously, coming out is the full electric in this Mach-E, and then down the pipeline we've got lots of electric vehicles. So it's really, really exciting.
It is. It definitely is. And don't forget, guys, we are live on Facebook, so if you do have any questions, any queries about this car, send them in. Myself and Charles are going to be here to answer those questions. If we don't get through them all, don't panic. We will be able to come back to you in the coming days with those answers. Now, I don't know about you, Charles, but I think this would definitely turn some heads in Hollywood. And for that reason, we have teamed up with a Hollywood A-lister to star alongside the car. Take a look at this.
Should have seen this coming. An icon. Built for freedom. The open road. Power. And rebellion. And just when you think you know where they're going, they do something unexpected.
Something that moves us all forward.
And holds nothing back.
The all-electric Mustang Mach-E.
An SUV with the heart of a Mustang.
Fantastic advert, I'm sure you would agree. Great to see Idris there starring alongside some of those iconic Ford Mustangs. You've got your 1968 bullet-filled Mustang there from Steve McQueen. So let's take a little look at the exterior of this car. Let's look at some of the key Mustang features and how it's been brought into the 21st century. So we'll start by the front. You've got your long bonnet and your shark nose, so you've got that kind of original Mustang feature in the front. We work our way up through the roof line. You've got the fast coupe roof line. What's really great about the way this is being finished is the use of the colours. It gives you that nice streamlined effect, but it's still got that little bit of hidden headroom up there. So great feature. You've got your rear haunches to the side, unmistakable Mustang feature, really giving that presence there. And as we work our way around to the back, you've got your rear lights, the tri-bar design here, again, another Mustang feature. Now, this is my favourite part of this car. You will notice that there's not actually any door handles here. It gives a really nice, fluid, streamlined look to the car. To get in, you actually just use the E-latch system, which is literally magical. I mean, I just think that's fantastic. And if we work our way back to the front, you've got your headlights here. So again, that same tri-bar design that we have at the back with the daytime running lights. And if we pop over to the front of the car, what you will notice is there is no front grille here. Now, there's no air intake needed for an air-breathing combustion engine, so there's no front grille. And if you look just beneath that, what you will see is the active aero vent. Now, these basically improve aero efficiency, aid cooling, depending on what you need them for at the time. So you can see there, you've still got those iconic Mustang features in this car. It's just been brought into the 21st century in a world full of high-performance electric vehicles. Now, one of the things that you don't notice from the exterior is the fact that this car delivers near instantaneous torque and acceleration. Let's take a little look at this clip.
The rules of gravity cannot be changed, but can they be beat? Can torque be generated at such a force that the agreed upon rules and theories of what's possible no longer apply?
Stand clear.
Again, there you've got another fantastic clip. You really see the power of that acceleration there. Now, the battery technology involved in this kind of car, with it being such a car for the future, is something that here at Ford we've spent a long time perfecting. So let's take a closer look at the heart of the Mach-E, the battery technology. And the transmission. So you will see here, you've got the layout and placement of the battery there in turquoise. This has been designed alongside the chassis and the body of the Mach-E. This basically creates improvements for both the safety and handling of the car, which is amazing. You've got two different battery sizes available. So you've got your 68 kilowatt standard range and your 88 kilowatt extended range. What does that mean in layman's terms? That basically means with your extended range on a rear wheel model drive, that could give you up to 379 miles, and then 335 on an all-wheel drive model. The Mach-E comes as either a rear wheel model with a single motor or an all-wheel drive with dual motors both front and rear. And all Mach-E's have a single-speed automatic transmission. Another very interesting fact about this car and feature is the regenerative braking. Now, if you're unfamiliar with regenerative braking, there's a little diagram. So you can see here the car's in motion. You've got a high voltage battery and an electric motor completely replacing the conventional powertrain and fuel tank. That means that every time the car brakes are applied, the kinetic energy is recovered and used to charge the high voltage battery. It's a very, very efficient way of driving. So that's how the car uses its energy when it's out and about on the move. What about when it's at home? One of the key questions you've probably got, especially if it's your first time with an electric vehicle, is how do I actually charge it up when I've got it at home? The answer is very easily. If we pop up this front trunk, what you will see in here, you have your 3-pin UK plug and you've got your 32 ampere. So you can use both of those to charge it. But if we pop the trunk back down, you will also see the wall charger. So if you look over here, you can see you've got the Ford wall charger. Now, this is something you can request to be fitted at home or wherever it is you want to have it fitted. It's a much faster way of charging the car. You'll have a full charge in 10 hours. So you come home from work, you pop your car on charge, it's ready to go the next day. And they will be fitted for you, so it's definitely worth getting that done. So that's how you charge your car up when it's at home. Again, let's imagine it's your first time with an electric car. How do I charge it when I'm out and about on the go? The first thing to talk about is the fact that there's 155,000 charging units across Europe. 9,500 of those are here in the UK. That basically means you will never struggle to find somewhere to charge this car up. Now, how do I know how to charge it? Who's going to tell me? How do I find it? There's two options. Fitted into this car is a next-gen sync system. I'm going to show you this because it's amazing. It literally will become your best friend. This gives you every bit of information that you need about the car, but it also shows you your charging points. So if you're on a journey, it will tell you what chargers are on the way, it will tell you when you need to charge it, how it's going to work, etc. There's also a Ford Pass app. Now, if you'd rather have that on your mobile phone, the Ford Pass app tells you the same thing as the next-gen sync system in terms of charging up this bad boy. So both of those options give you ways of charging the car. The last thing to talk about in terms of charging are the Ionity charging points. You're going to see these on screen now. Now, these are basically very high-powered, fast charging points. So let's imagine you've stopped off at your local service station, you've popped into the loo, you've popped the car on charge. By the time you've come out, you've grabbed yourself a drink, whatever it is you want to do, within 10 minutes, you've gained an extra 73 miles on the car just from the charging system. So again, it's just a really fantastic way of charging the car. And these are Ford supported and dotted around the UK, so you'll never struggle to find one. So that's how you charge it when it's out and about on the go. Let's now have a look at the 4 different options of this vehicle there are to purchase. So you'll see on screen now, you've got your 4 derivatives, you've got your all-wheel drive, your rear-wheel drive, and then you have your extended range and standard. On your all-wheel drive, you're looking at around about 335 miles for that extended range, and then the standard range, you've got your 248. And then on your rear wheel drive, a little bit more. So your extended range is giving you 379 miles and standard range 273 miles. What do these cars look like? Is there any visual differences? You're going to see on screen now the 2 different types of cars. I would start by saying, in my opinion, both of these cars look amazing. It literally is just down to preference at this point. So you have your all-wheel drive looking a little bit sportier and premium in my opinion. You can see from the diagram it's got the slightly bigger alloys. You've got your 19-inch alloys with those red calipers. You've got your LED headlamps with the daytime running lights. You've got your grille in the blade look. Again, these little features just give it that little bit more of a sporty look. You've got your mirror caps in the pillar black. Your side claddings, wheel arches in the pillar black. But as I say, it's definitely not taking it away from the rear wheel drive. This still is a fantastic looking car. It literally is just down to preference at this stage. Now let's look at the extra features you get with the extended range. So we're going to see some of these in a minute. We'll start with the panoramic roof. Not only does it look fantastic, it also is UV protected, so it's actually protecting you while you're in the car. You've got your 8-way power memory front seats. You've got your power foldable door mirrors. You've got your Bang & Olufsen 10-speaker sound system, which is amazing. I'm going to show you that in a second. And then we'll finish with your active parking assist with that 360 camera that everybody knows, loves, needs and wants. So that covers off a few points, but we've not seen inside the car yet. So let's hop in and have a little look at the interior. Now, as soon as I get in this car, you feel powerful. It's high up. The inside has had absolutely no expense spared on the finish. It looks fantastic. The first thing you're going to notice are these leather seats that you're sitting on. Now, these are Sensico vegan leather. Not only do they look amazing and feel soft, the finishes are just beautiful. For me, everything's about finishing touches. You can see you've got your hand-stitched red leather there in the seats. Looks great. If we work our way up, we have the Bang & Olufsen, so the B&O sound system you can see here. That's the 10-speaker sound system right across the front of the dashboard. It's your weekend off, you want to let your hair down, get your music blasting, you've got what you need right in front of you there. If we take a look up, you've got your panoramic roof. So as mentioned, this panoramic roof is a UV reflective glass, so it's keeping you safe whilst you're in here, and it obviously looks fantastic as well. Then you look right in front of my eye line here, you have your full digital cluster. So this is a 10.2 inch full digital cluster right in your eye line, gives you all the information you need whilst driving. This is one of my second favourite features of the inside. Now, I don't know about you, but I always struggle to find somewhere to charge my mobile phone when I'm driving, or to put it. Sometimes, you know, if you've not got somewhere to hook it in. If you take a little look down here, not only does this fit the phone in perfectly, it charges it whilst it's there. So I think this is just a bit of a game changer, to be honest. Now we'll head to the most impressive part of this car, in my opinion, your next-gen sync system. Not only does this look fantastic, I mean, look how big it is. This is 15.5 inch in size. It's an all new interface. It's incredible. I mean, you can see how clear it is. It's got the sharp graphics, the uncluttered design, but there's so many features to this that we could talk about. It's got AI, so it learns your preferences. So you can see here, the profile is set to me, so it's set to Sian. These are my preferences, but the more I use this car, the more I engage with it, the more I become friends with it, it will get to know me, and these will kind of merge into what I love. If your partner jumps in, they have their own profile, so you know, it just really does, I keep saying it, but it does just become your best friend. Another thing to mention is the cloud connectivity of the car. So this is built in, and this basically, you're out and about on the move, you've got, you know, you're on a journey, it will give you those live traffic updates, it will make sure your journeys are as quick as they can be, it just knows what's going on in the world. Whilst we're here, I'm going to show you, I'd mentioned about the charging stations. Now in this next EV charge section, this is going to tell you exactly how many charging stations are nearby. It works on around about a 5 mile basis, and what's fantastic is it starts with the nearest. So you can see here we've got one that's 140 yards away, which is fantastic. If I click that, it will literally direct me to that charging point. Now if we scroll down, wow, there's absolutely loads within the 5 mile. Okay, so we're looking at around about 49 charging stations. So as I said, you know, you're never going to struggle to find somewhere to charge this car up. There's always somewhere nearby. The last thing that I want to show you is the actual navigation and how easy this system is to use. So we filmed a clip earlier. This is a dummy test, so we put in that we were going to Manchester. You can see once he pops in the navigation, he's going to start to type that out. Now as he's typing, it will start to slowly find where it thinks you might be going to. So once we've found it there, he's going to pop in Manchester. It's now mapping out that journey for him. So it's going to save him time, energy, and do it all for him. It's got your total time. Once you press go, it's going to give you a full trip overview, including charging stations as mentioned before, so it shows you where you need to charge up. You've got your start and your finish points of your journey. It literally just makes life easy, and you don't have to mess around doing anything. Click a couple of buttons and that's your journey sorted. Now let's touch on drive modes. So you got a little glimpse of the drive modes there. Now this is one for the Mustang fans. Basically your drive modes here, there's 3 options. This is more about your mood whilst driving the car than it is about changing for the different drivers. So you have 3 options. You've got your active drive mode. Now this is pretty much your standard day-to-day driving mode. So this is going to give you a nice normal drive. If we pop that to whisper, not only does it change the drive of the car, it also just changes, you see the colours here, it kind of matches the mood. So your whisper mode is giving the ambient blue lighting. This is your nice, quiet, silent drive home. You've had a long day at work, you're knackered, you want a nice, smooth drive home. That's what this one's going to give you. Now the Untamed mode is for the Mustang fans. Instantly see the orange lighting. This is going to give you a really aggressive drive, and you're going to feel like you're driving the Mustang. So this is one, as I keep saying, it's for the Mustang lovers. It's a fantastic mode. Whilst we're in this section, it's also worth touching on this one pedal drive. This links to the regenerative braking that we talked about earlier. So when you've got your one pedal drive on, it's a very efficient way of driving. It basically means when you're accelerating, once you take your foot off the accelerator, it begins to make the car decelerate. It doesn't cancel out the brake will still work, but what it does mean is whilst it's decelerating, it's pulling that power back into the car. So it's a really, really good way to drive the car, but it is down to preference. You can turn it on and off, you know, when you want to use it. So I think we've pretty much covered off most of the key points of the interior. Let's now hop into the boot. So we pop this boot open. you'll instantly see the vast amount of space that we've got back here as it is. So you're looking at around about 402 litres worth of space just in this bit here. If you do need a little bit more, you can pop down those rear seats. That's going to give you an extra 1,000 litres back here. So you're looking at 1,400 litres in total just in the back. You're never really going to struggle to fit something in this car. There's plenty of room. But there is one little hidden gem at the front. So let's take a little look. Now if we pop the front trunk back open, so we saw this earlier for the charging points and charging bits. This actually doubles up as extra storage room as well. You can remove this bracket and not only is this giving you an extra 81 litres worth of space, it also is washable and waterproof. So if you're a keen walker, you've got dogs, you need somewhere to store your muddy boots or whatever it is you need, you've got your space back here. It's a fantastic hidden gem at the front. As I said, this car just literally has everything. We've got Charles back. I'm sure you would agree this car literally ticks every single box.
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes. I've been out in it. I've loved driving it. Love all the tech in the middle with the Sync 4 system, and yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great drive. Yeah.
It is, and you know what? I think for me, with cars, you usually give on something, but with this one, you've got your exterior looks fantastic. The interior is even more impressive. It's got all the storage room in the back, front. It's a electric car. It's got every single thing that you need from a car, in my opinion. Now you guys have been sending some questions in, so thank you for that. We are going to get those answers out to you as soon as we can. So we'll start with Kirsty. So Kirsty's from West Derby. She has asked, can you use Tesla charging points?
So I'd say to Kirsty, you can't use Tesla charging points, but there's so much infrastructure built out there that does work with this Tesla, does work with this Mach-E. You're never going to be short of a charging point for this Mach-E.
Exactly, and as you saw there from the next gen sync system, I mean, we had 50 charging points within a 5-mile radius, so you're never going to struggle to find somewhere to charge it. Next question, we've got Dave from Bootle. Dave has asked, do I need to have a wall box fitted?
So you don't need to have a wall box fitted. It can charge from your 3-prong plug in your house if you wanted to, but we would suggest getting the wall box fitted because it's much faster, obviously.
Exactly. Like I'd mentioned, it's a 10-hour charge, so that's fully charged, much quicker than using the 3-pin. Okay, so final question. We've got Steve here from Kirkdale. Steve has asked, if I was to order, how long is delivery?
So if you were to order through us at People's Ford, the delivery time is about 16 to 20 weeks. But if you deliver it like today, you'll get it just before the plate change in September.
Fantastic. There you go. Get your orders in, guys. Thank you very much for being here today, Charles. It's been fantastic having you here. It's nice and sunny as well. And thank you guys at home for being here as well and for those questions. Do keep them coming. The People's team here at People's Ford are here to answer all of your questions. So keep them coming, whether it's Facebook, the website, get them sent in. We'll get you clued up on this bad boy. As I keep saying, thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing it as much as I have being here. And to see this car in flesh, it really is impressive. I hope you have a fantastic evening in the sun.